When I started my business, I quickly realized that if I was going to be successful at achieving any of the big dreams that I had for my business and for my life, then I would need to get really, really good at how I used my time. I read books and I listened to podcasts and I downloaded all of the apps and I tried all of the methods. And I suppose from that exploration process, I naturally evolved a bit of a system that I use for myself now. And people are always asking me how it is that I get so much done. It's kind of become one of the things that I'm known for. And so I started to realize that other people had the same time management, time prioritization challenges. So I decided to put this framework together into my Take Back Your Time blueprint to help explain what I do and how I do it and share it with other business owners. I think the main thing that I've learned in the quest for time mastery is how important it is to choose your priorities carefully. As a business owner, the work will always expand to fill the space. There's never going to be a shortage of things to do. Getting clear on your priorities in family life, the stuff that brings you joy, the time for you to rest, time to play, as well as work is really critical to mastering your time. Sure, there are 5 steps. So starting with identifying all of the stuff that you need to do. Just write it down, get it out of your head. Ideas you have at 3 a.m, the email you need to send tomorrow, the birthday present that you need to go and buy for this weekend. Just write it all down. It takes up space in our minds. We're living in an age where you can tell Siri on your wrist to take a note and add a task and remember things for you. So why on earth would we keep the to-do list stuck in our head? So write it all down and keep it somewhere digital. Use the tools at our disposal. Number 2, prioritizing the really important stuff for the week ahead. Make sure that you use this time to get clear on what you will and won't spend your time on. Prior emphasis on won't. Too much of our productive time is spent doing things that add no value and don't move us closer to our goals. So figure out what absolutely has to get done each week. Keep it to 3 items each for life, work, and self. You can always add more stuff, but in order to feel accomplished, we need to keep the list short and tight so we can manage it. The next step is building your plan. I am a planner. I have always been a planner. I used it as procrastination to stop me from having to do things when I was a kid and at school. I know that it doesn't come naturally for everybody. I truly believe that you cannot be your most productive self without a plan. Planning gives you clarity on what you need to get done and where your time should be spent. It gives you visibility of what has been done and what you planned versus what you achieved. Most of all, it gives your brain structure, and your brain loves structure, which is why it adapts to habits and routines. So give your brain what it wants and take your 3 priority things from each part of your life and plan exactly when you will do them. Step 4 is about integrating flexibility into your routine. Because no matter how good your plan is, it will not go to plan. I guarantee you that. And so you will need to adapt. So we need to have built-in ways to help us still get things done even when the plan shifts and everything happens different to how we planned it. So some of the keys that I'll talk about here are firstly, creating some non-negotiable time every day. This is your I cannot be interrupted unless the house is burning down time. You will get more done in that time than probably in the rest of the day. Secondly, be available for our team. Plan more time than you think you need. Plan double the time at least. We usually underestimate how long it will take us to get something done. We need to plan additional time to stop us feeling like this whole process is failing and putting it in the too hard basket. So plan plenty of time. It will allow us to absorb the interruptions that will naturally occur. The key here is making sure that you're incorporating room for flexibility in the plan and flowing with the fact that things are going to change rather than trying to fight against that. Finally is reflection. In order to be great at planning and productivity, it's a skill that you can build like any other. So you build the muscle over time by taking a little bit of time each week to look back at your planning ritual and what was achieved, what worked, what didn't, what could be improved in how we approach it next week. Try new things, try new tools, try new applications of the framework, and you'll find that space where you can implement and unleash your own productivity ninja. If you set aside an hour a day over the course of a week, you could walk through each step of the blueprint and get yourself set up for success in that time. Once you've got all of that implemented and live, then it will take you less than an hour a week to go through and complete the planning and reflection cycle. And that will save you at least a day each week in all of the lost time, the lost productivity, the interruptions, and letting go of those tasks that you don't really need to do. It now takes me about 20 minutes to do my planning maximum. I don't need to worry about what I'm doing on any given day. I just wake up and I follow the plan, and past me has made all of the hard decisions for me, so I can just flow with it. Absolutely, I do. For starters, I filmed a masterclass and I made my planning templates available online so that those people who like shortcuts, like me, can just take those templates and walk through the process with me in the masterclass rather than having to start from scratch and build it all themselves. I'm also a big advocate for business owners leading from the top and from the front. So once there's personal productivity embedded, then I can also help to train team members and embed a culture of planning routine within a business so that we can kind of amplify the productivity impact across the entire business. So my team will pop the links below for the masterclass and the templates and the blueprints and my website, all of the places that you can go to get a copy of the blueprint, find out more, and good luck on the journey. Thanks for watching.